Please welcome Double Diamond Billy Teoh. Everybody, come on. Give him a round of applause.
Bring the light.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you feeling? You know I can't see you. I can only hear. How's everyone? Okay, I'm given a title, and it says My Journey in Jeunesse. Okay. First, I'd like to tell you that we are the same. If something that I share with you, and if we are the same, can you say, we are the same? Let's try that. We are the same. Okay. So, are we the same? Of course, we are the same. Okay. Before I continue, I'd like to do a vote. Okay? This is not part of my speech, but I'm doing a vote. They're all pushing for time. I have 30 minutes to share something with you on my journey. Do you want to cut it down to 10 minutes? How many would like me to cut down to 10 minutes? 15? 20? 25? Who would like me to share 30 minutes of my speech? Okay, thank you. So, I'm sorry, Risa, I got the permission to go on. Thank you, guys. Right. My journey in Jeunesse. Do I know that I will succeed in Jeunesse? I don't know. Do you know what's going to happen to you tomorrow? You don't. Okay? You only do the best. Okay? Are you the same now? Do you feel the same? Right. So, let me start with telling you my background. Because my background tells a lot. At least you know where I'm coming from. Okay? I'm a computer engineer, graduated from University of London. After graduation, I worked for a factory for 2 years, and I discovered that I don't like working. Are we the same? Right? And I decided, let's go and do a business. But who's going to teach you in business? So I decided, let's go and apply, and I got a scholarship, and I did my scholarship. But did I do any business after my scholarship doing MBA? I didn't. You know why? Do you know why? Because all my lecturers, they are not in business. And I asked them, why are you not in business? They say, the risk is too high. What if I lose all my money? Can you imagine the one who teach me? They don't dare to go into business. That means I'm also fearing that I'll lose everything I've got. Okay? So at the midst of time, I saw one advertisement on a paper, and the title says, are you good enough to be in Royal Air Force? And I applied. There's two prerequisites that I do not satisfy. First, I'm not a British subject. Next thing is, I'm not a British citizen. Would you have applied? Would you have applied? No? Yes? I apply anyway, okay? Because I like challenges. So, most people will go through 3 or 4 interviews to get their post. I went through 7. And finally, I was taken in as a flying officer in Royal Air Force. Okay. So when you achieve a rank like that, you say, oh, life's great. Actually, the pay is great. But you don't have a civilian life. You can't eat with shoulders on the table. Yeah, you can't eat with your elbows on the table. You can't meet strangers. You can't go out late. You can't get drunk. Not that I drink. And you cannot go into your car without inspecting for any oily, greasy stuff called C4. You know? So I kind of realized that I don't want a life like this. Okay? So I break my contract, I came back. And he self-started a software house. This software house, in a short 7 years, we did software turnkey projects for 50 over companies out of 17 industries, okay? And one of them are MLMs. So I write for 4 MLM companies in Malaysia. Now, why do I tell you all this? At least you know where I'm coming from when I tell you about, I do know about MLM, okay? I started to get in touch with MLM since 1989. Now I know you guys are going to use your calculator and say, how old is he, okay? I'm pretty young, but I just forgotten my age, okay? Now, out of this company, do you know that I did not do any business that is related to them? Because I know for them to make money, they have to work like hell. They have to risk a lot of financial implications like signing guarantees, right? Too much labor intensive. So I find an easy way out, okay? That is to be their consultant. So 1995, I actually retired, okay? When I retired, I have 2 problems. I do not dare to pick up my call. When the phone rings, I have worry. You know why I have worries? There are only 2 calls that usually comes in. First call, someone wants to borrow money. Do you feel the same way? Isn't it? Then you see, if I pick up, I say no, I'm too bad. If I land, then I lose a friend, you know? And the next call I usually get are people that is being hospitalized, right? They don't know how to take care of themselves. So in short, is all my friends, they are trying very hard to make ends meet. The other is they actually don't know how to take care of themselves. So I took one initiative to learn up about nutrition. That is 1995. And then I started coming out to help people, basically to change life through education, okay? We believe education is the most important part. So the mission is actually educating passionate people around the world about wellness. That's our mission. So, at this point in time, I have to tell you something. I never get in touch with MLMs. In fact, on the contrary, I hated MLM. I hated sales. Do you feel the same? Who likes selling? Who? Who like being sold? Actually, nobody likes to be sold, isn't it? But who likes to shop? Who likes to buy? Yeah. So everybody likes to buy, but nobody likes to sold, right? What's the difference? If someone follow you behind and say, oh, this suit is how much, and this is better than this, you know, you say, can you keep quiet, stand aside? Let me shop. If I like something, I'll let you know, right? So from that psychology, I have a belief system that prevented me from getting involved with MLM, okay? So it's the belief systems that limit us. So is that our limiting belief, okay? So I'm very lucky, I would say. Someone managed to tell me, what am I fearing? What I fear is actually not the MLM company. What I dislike is actually the way people operate this business, okay? I hate people forcing someone else to buy the product because they want to go up pin, okay? Bring out all the stocks, move their mother out from the room, put their stock in the mother's room, okay? If I see this person, I will kill him, okay? So from all this dislike, I never want to get involved. And this person so happened to tell me, But do you agree that this is a good business model? I say yes. Is this a good business model, guys? Yeah, but I say I don't want to be part of them. Then he said, why not I give you a new thinking? He said, why not you do this business, capitalize on what you can get. Capitalize on this potential money-making machine, and yet doing this business in the right way. So that triggers. So when I started doing MLM, my motto is very simple. I'll do this business in the right way. Okay? Are you guys doing this business in the right way? Is that your motto? Then you will go very, very far with it. Okay? So I started this business, and is it a bed of roses? No. In fact, the moment you decide on a journey, you start having problems. Okay? For this trip, I came down with my family. We drove down from Penang. And the first 2 kilometers, I discovered that the aircon has a problem. Yeah? When you don't use the vehicle, you don't have a problem. When you start using the vehicle, problems comes in, right? Is it a problem to have problems? Actually, my answer to your question is this. You can't avoid having problems. As a human being, we are here to solve a problem. Are you with me? Yeah? Do you agree on that? It's the problems that you can solve. That's why you are being rewarded. Okay? So look into all this occupation is actually the problems that you solve, and you're able to solve, you're able to prevent. That's what you're worth. Okay? So to me, it's never a bed of roses. In fact, it's so difficult for me because I've, for all the things I've studied, for all the life path that I've gone through, I don't have to interact with people. So interacting with people was a big problem for me. Okay? Like convincing them, smile, even they rejected you. I'm simply put, I would not have sponsored myself. Yeah? Have you actually sponsored someone and they gave you tons and tons of problems? Yeah? Are you going to drop them? My advice to you now is don't drop them. If they are a hardcore person to accept it, once they understand everything, they are also a hardcore person to make it a success. Okay? I came from that different part of the fence, the opposite part of the fence. Okay? So it was not a bed of roses. I have to change, right? But is the change worth it? Okay? We'll cover that at the end of this speech. But let me tell you something is this. I feel the change was really, really worth it. But the change is hard. You agree? Is change hard? But if you want to change a major thing in a short period of time, it's hard. But if you change a little bit a day, just improve a little bit a day, in any angle, in any aspect, you change a little bit a day, it's not hard. Then you realize that 365 days, you've done a lot of changes. And that's when you saw me in 1989, and when I get involved with MLM in 2002, I'm a totally different person. 180 degrees change, okay? So, some people say, you guys are lucky because you are pioneers, right? Who would say pioneers are having an easier path? Oh, you don't think so? You think it's very difficult? Is it very difficult? I won't say it's very difficult, but I would say every stages has their own challenges, okay? When we start off as a pioneer, we only have 3 products, okay? And I was very lucky when we joined, that was 2 years after they launched their moisturizer, okay? How much you guys pay for the ambassador in US dollars? 1001? Correct? You never buy ambassadors. Huh? You mean you collect 6 people and share a basic? Come on, okay? When you buy ambassadors, now you get so many products, and then you ask yourself, say, what am I going to do with the products? Use it. But imagine, when we buy an ambassador, we also have a lot of products, but of 3 kinds. Okay? The one that we love best was Reserve. Only 4 boxes. The one that we love also quite a lot is only, I think, 6 or 7 serum. And the rest, I think, was about nearly 10 bottles of moisturizer. What am I going to do with it? Actually, I don't know. Okay? But we bought it anyway. Where did the product come from? US. And it was sent from US. How much is the delivery now? 1570, right? Ringgit. We paid 250 US dollars before we can touch the product. And even after paying, we cannot touch the product because there was duty. We paid over 100 US dollars. Right. To be exact, it's 390 ringgit per ambassador. That's how we started. Okay? Now, a lot of people would have think, I wouldn't have paid 1,000 over ringgit just to see the product, right? So, is it easy? And when we started, there was no office. There's not even AJL. There was no product approval. And every time when we share with people, they will slam us down. You don't even have AJL. You don't even have a product approval. What are you talking about? You know, everything is like building dreams. So, look, I'm not being negative over this. I'm saying that whether it's before, as a pioneer, or now, right, you have so many information, there will always be different sets of problems. And to do this business, you have to solve it. In fact, I will repeat saying this. To do any business or to live any life, you have to solve certain problems. Right? Next, people say, then you must be lucky. Is there a luck factor in this business? Come, let me show your hands. Respond, please. Anybody who say yes? Is there a luck factor? You mean there's no luck factor? Who says there's luck factor? Who say there's none? My answer to you is this. You don't have to research. I'm telling you, there is. There is luck factor. Okay? The luck factor is like having a stack of 52 cards. Okay? The lucky one will, the first 4 cards they pick up are 4 aces. The unlucky one are the last 4 cards that they pick up are 4 aces. Okay? That's luck. True or not? Because everybody has got to go through the deck of 52. Okay? And the other thing to define luck is this. How much work done have you done? The more work done you do, the luckier you become. There are so many people you talk to, they say, no, that business is not for me. Eventually, they come back. How many people resonate with me? Say yes. Right. So if you don't talk to them, you don't share, they don't know that you're in Jeunesse. They would have joined someone else because they didn't know you're in this business. So there is a luck factor, but it's just up to you whether you are doing it fully. You are dedicating yourself to it. Okay? So my advice to you is this. Put the luck factor aside. As long as you have enough work done, right? And the other word is commitment. Okay? What's your commitment? I'm not talking about commitment of you to your family, of you to your leaders, of you to someone else. The commitment of you to yourself. How much are you committed? You see, commitment is very simple. You don't have to be a big goal. Always people like to talk about big goal. Let me give you this. Break it down to a daily, small little goal, like how many people I need to know as a stranger. How many people I just want to shake hands, share some product, share my excitement, find out what's their situation like now, okay? And the easiest way is to praise them and say, oh, I heard so much about you and I think you're doing great in your career or whatever. And they will start telling you, no, it's really bad, you know? I know there are some who go out and tell you, your work is not good, the career is dying, this industry is dropping to zero, right? That's not the way to start communicating. The best way to communicate is to praise them, and then they start telling you how bad this industry is getting, okay? So the commitment is this, time commitment. What time are you going to wake up, okay? You see, it's the most fearful when people say to me and say, look, Billy, tell me your lifestyle, and I'll follow it. Don't do what we do now. Do what we did then. Don't follow a diamond lifestyle. Follow them when they are not a diamond. Okay? My work time is about waking up at 7 in the morning. You know why I wake up at 7 in the morning? Because I have dreams. When you have dreams, you can't sleep. If you have a dream and you can sleep and you can't wake up, that's not the dream you want. When you have a dream, it's when you can't sleep. You wake up at 7. Then I pick up my things, I go for my hike. And when I go hiking, they say, hey, you're going hiking. Is this got anything to do with your work? I say, yes. Because at night, I would have been prepared. All that little phrase that the doctor says, Dr. William Emsleck says, Dr. Donner says, Dr. Vincent J. Papa says, Dr. Nathan Newman says, I write it down. I phrase it up. I memorize it. I go hiking, and I keep repeating. This is to prepare myself for my presentation. Are you doing that? And then, when I come down from my hike, I will start to call because people will wake up at 8 something. And I start to make appointment. Can I see you then? Can I see you? Now look, you may say, hey, this guy is not very organized. Okay? Why didn't you call them 3 days ago, 3 weeks ago? Look, Malaysian people are not that organized. I called them 3 weeks ago, they say, I don't know if I'm free on that day. But if I call them this morning and say, can I see you at 2? They say yes. So you have to change your style, isn't it? To accommodate for who is your prospect. So I call them up. I will never have breakfast, lunch, high tea, dinner, supper alone. I always have it with someone else. Okay? This is how I capitalize on my time. And before I sleep, I'll get all the brochures prepared for tomorrow. All my STP on paper for tomorrow. Okay? If there's anything that I want to load, if there's a new testimonial, I load it on my phone. And I'm prepared for tomorrow. There are a lot of work to be done. And are you committed to do that? Okay? What if you meet a day when you have events like that and at the same time your parents' birthday? What are you going to do? My parents are more important. Yeah. I won't come for this event. I didn't do that. My commitment is this business. Do I put my parents as second priority? Not at all. If my mom's birthday is today, I will celebrate a week before. And I'll celebrate a week after, but not on that day. And she agreed. I said, Mom, I've got an important meeting. You have to be flexible, okay? I know a lot of people, they start this business and they want to prove it to the family and say, hey, I love you, family, right? Everything is all about family, okay? They even cancel appointment. It's all for the family. I would advise you, don't do that, yeah? If you do that, you're not serious with your business, period, okay? If you want me to give you an example, it's very simple. If you rent an outlet in a departmental store, can you open your shop late? You can, you get warning letter. And the second time, they'll close you down. Okay? Can I just not open the departmental store as I wished? You don't. You can't. You see? That's the commitment that you gave in the business. Same here. So are you committed or not? And it's not an answer that you give yourself. If you tell yourself a lie, you're only lying to yourself. You're not being honest. Right? You don't have to answer me the question to me. I'm just telling you that I'm committed. And so should you, if you want to build a humongous business. Okay? What I challenge you is go back to your upline, go back to your leaders, go back to those who already succeeded, because they have ways, they have methods, they have steps. You just have to follow them. Don't challenge it, right? If you want to challenge this step, it's very simple. It's like baking cakes, okay? They give you a recipe. Don't change it as and when you like. I don't put the yeast. 5 eggs, I cut to 2. Yeah? A baking time is 30 minutes. I cut it to 15 because it's going to waste electricity. Your cake's not going to come out. Oh, probably your cake is not going to come out right. True or not? You should follow the recipe. Bake the cake maybe 50 times, 100 times. Then if you decided to add chocolate, all this thing, go ahead and do it. Right? Have you come out to the rank of deciding to do the system? There are a lot of people who want to do their own system, but is it proven? You can create, anyone can create a system, but it's going to be fooling your distributors because it's not a proven system, because you may not hit it yet. Okay? So my next question to ask is this: is this suitable for you? Yeah? I'm sure this is in your heart, right? Is it suitable for me? Look, this business is an easy business. Okay? I rephrase. This business is a simple business, but it's not easy because it challenges a lot of your psychology. It challenges a lot of your mental strength. The challenges comes when people throw you all the rejection and cold water. Can you sail through that? That's the question, right? Now, I would urge you not to look at the problems. I will urge you to look at the goal. What can this business brings you? Okay? I'm going to run through these slides very, very fast. Sophie is my little girl. When she was 5 months old, she was invited to a diamond trip traveling to Switzerland on a business class. And we had really great time, right, in Switzerland. And then she also went to Orlando, okay? Why is the picture not there? Because I didn't have time to pick up all these photos. I've got thousands and thousands of photos for every trip. This is a trip where we go to Vienna, Prague, and Budapest. She went there. That's her 3rd trip. And the last trip was Bora Bora. And again, we were invited, business class, flying to Bora Bora. And this time, she is 18 months old. When I tell you this, I actually feel really crumbled. My first flight is when I was 19 years old, flying to England. Yeah, that's where I studied. But at the age of 18 months, she traveled 4 international destinations already. Okay? And I know about stingray. I eat them, actually. But I've never felt them. But she felt them when she was 18 months old, okay? Now, the point I'm trying to make is this. It's only a decision away Your family would have enjoyed the lifestyle that you have. You created, okay? And who would, honestly, who would put you into Four Seasons? On one of the far end, over the sea. This is where I stay, 203. And it's so, the nearest to Ote Manu. Of course, not a live volcano. It's a dead volcano, right? Having 1,500 over square feet of room, okay? And for that season is 21,000 ringgit, or 4,009, that's without tax. One night. And we were put there for a week. My question is this, who would do that for you? Who would do that for you? Okay? Now, let's admit it. Even you are rich, you wouldn't have paid that money. Because I know you will go maybe second or third grade and buy some LV, Prada bag and come back, right? You cheap little right? We will do that. But who would invite you? None other than Jeunesse, the founders and their generosity of wanting to help more people who succeed. Okay? What touches me was the mission with his Jeunesse kids. Because I always believe education and the charity that we do should come from the younger generation to the older, not older generation to the younger one, right? Because the younger generations are our future, okay? So my question again is it really suitable for you? So my question is good health suitable for you? Is providing good health to your close ones, to your family, to your neighbors, to your good friends, suitable for you? Looking good, looking your best at your age, is it suitable for you? Yeah? Is building your own dreams suitable for you? You say, yeah, but there's problem. Look, if you build your boss dream, you have problems too. Isn't it? Why not you face it, build it, because it's yours. You're not only building, you're not only earning, you're basically collecting all the friends who believe in what you do, the passion that you have inside. Okay? Jeunesse enable you not only to earn, to live better, but also you'll be able to give better. I urge you not to waste a single time, okay? Whatever stage you are now, start all over again. I went through hell. Okay? The other side of measurement in terms of success is failure. So when every time I meet people, I say, oh, how can you become a double diamond? I say, you fail enough. You fail enough times and you'll be a double diamond. Okay? Have you committed? Are you committed? And are you willing to commit yourself? That's not a word that you give out to your upline. To me, it's a word, a sentence of saying yes to yourself. I like to see you, all of you guys, succeed in whatever rank that you're aiming at, okay? Because it's worth it and it's possible. Thank you.